So, tonight I'm going to do some comedy and some music, but try to keep it all within my usual 6 minutes.
Yes!
Full disclosure, I cannot sing, but I'll do my very best. Now, for the first song, I need to take you back to the year 1840, where the President of the United States is a man by the name of Martin Van Buren. Now, for the entirety of his term, Van Buren has been presiding over an economic depression, which wasn't really his fault, but people were keen to blame him anyway. And nobody capitalized on the sentiment that Martin Van Buren was public enemy number one, quite like his 1840 election opponent, William Henry Harrison. Now, Harrison was pretty relentless in roasting him. He referred to him as Martin Van Ruin. Van Buren was a short guy, so we called him Little Van. And he had this catchphrase, "Van is a used-up man." Now, in turn, Harrison liked to portray himself as the candidate of the common man, the log cabin and hard cider candidate, even though he was a total nepo baby, but that's neither here nor there. Now, Harrison had earned the nickname Old Tippy Canoe from his days as a general, and he had a running mate named John Tyler. Their slogan was, "Tippy Canoe and Tyler too," and they actually wrote a campaign song by that very same name, and I'll sing that for you now. Not well, but I'll sing it nevertheless. Here we go. Oh, who has heard the great commotion, motion, motion all the country through? It is the ball rolling on for Tippy Canoe and Tyler too. And with them will be little Van, Van, Van is a used-up man. With them will be little Van. Sure, let them talk about hard cider, 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 and log cabins too. It'll only help to speed the ball for Tippy Canoe and Tyler too. And with them will be little Van, Van, Van is a used-up man. With them will be little Van. Like the rush of mighty waters, 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 onward it will go. And the course will bring you through for Tippy Canoe and Tyler too. And with them will be little Van, Van, Van is a used-up man. With them will be little Van. Now, Harrison and Tyler did beat little Van, in a landslide, in fact, ousted his ass from office, but Martin Van Buren got the last laugh because just 30 days after taking office, William Henry Harrison fucking died.
He did.
What a wiener. And then John Tyler took over, and basically he was a big dumbass that everyone hated. Including his own party. Like, they kicked his ass out. That's how big of a loser that guy was. So, in other words, rest in peace, bozos. Alright, second song. We gotta move ahead about 140 or so years in history to the 1980s. The Cold War is constantly on the verge of becoming hot, and unfortunately, for the vast majority of that decade, the president was a man by the name of Ronald Reagan, otherwise known as Evil Incarnate. Now, Ronald Reagan was not a big fan of the communism, and he was willing to team up with some pretty unsavory characters to take down those damn Soviets, including, but not limited to, a group known as the Contras. These Nicaraguan, mass-murdering, drug-dealing death squads who nevertheless didn't like commies, but even the US Congress was like, dude, chill. And they made it illegal for Reagan to support these guys, but old Ronnie Reagan and his cronies had a way around that. They kinda, sorta, sold weapons to Iran, which was a hostile country at the time, and gave the profits of those weapon sales to the Contras. And then eventually it got discovered, and Reagan was able to get away with kinda, sorta committing treason, because a good friend of his by the name of Oliver North was willing to be the fall guy. Now, these events were canonized in a great song from the hit TV show American Dad, which I'm going to sing for you right now, and that'll conclude my segment. Here we go. In the 80s there was Cold War drama. We fought the commies inside Nicaragua. Our friends were the Contras. Freedom was their mantra, so we sent them lots of money for guns and landmines. But Congress stopped the Contra money flow, just 'cause they moved a teeny bit of blow. But then a hero came forth, his name was Oliver North. He and Reagan went around the sissy Congress. Ollie North, Ollie North. You see, North secretly sold missiles moved to a harmless country called Iran, who would always be a grateful ally. Then he gave the profits to the Contras. Genius! But the sales were uncovered by the press. Reagan and North began to stress, 'cause what they did was technically high treason! But it was totally justified. North volunteered to take the blame to save Reagan from prison and shame. The truth he did bury with his hot secretary. Thanks to a shredder, he got off totally scot-free. Ollie North, he's a soldier and a hero and a novelist, and now he's on Fox News. All right, that's all I got for tonight. Thank you very much.